Hello student, welcome to class 9th History, chapter 1st, Sources of History. So far, we have studied in the first part written sources. Among that, we have studied the newspaper, then Press Trust of India, and then we have studied the postage stamps. We have also seen Jal Cooper, who has the hobby of collecting of the postal stamps, which is called as philately. Now, in the next part, we are going to study the material sources. Material sources are of following types: coin, places of worship. Places of worship has the temples, churches, mosque, gurudwaras, Buddha viharas, etc. Things in daily uses, so such as the plates, spoons, the kitchen things, articles, then the related to war, different weapons, the clothings, and so many different things which were used during that time. The next one is the royal seals. Royal seals uh, would be given where the without the royal seal the letter would be incomplete. Then we have ornaments and clothing. So these were the oral sources. Let us see now the first source, that is coins. We can also understand history with the help of coins and the changes in the printing of currency notes. So earlier coins were there, and then we started printing the paper notes. So Reserve Bank of India prints the notes. It has its headquarters in Mumbai. We also have at Nasik Road the government security press, where the currency notes, the VADs, are printed. The coins from 1950 to those used at present, the metal used for making them, whether which type of metal, several different metals are mixed together, alloy is made, and then the coins are printed. There are different shapes. The diversity of subject on them together helps us to understand the important contemporary issues in India. For example, coins to convey the message of population control, coins communicating the importance of agriculture. So you can see on the 1 rupee coin, the wheat is shown over there. Then the farmers' issues are being depicted. So even we can see the famous and important royal people, their faces are depicted on the coins. Different issues are printed on the coins. Thus, they become the source of history. Now we move on to the next topic, that is museum. Museums are the places where different articles, different things are kept and preserved. All the states of India have museums that depict the characteristics and display the cultural and social heritage of that particular state. They enables us to understand the history of that particular region. For example, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Museum at Mumbai. It gives the history of Maharashtra. Then we have Reserve Bank Museum in Pune city, which tells us how the coins and the notes were printed during which period. Then some private collectors also set up their own museums. For example, Kelkar Museum at Pune. They are based on distinctive subject such as coins, notes, lamps, and nutcrackers in different shapes. Cricket equipments are also preserved in the museums. Then some famous characters, their wax statues are also made and they are preserved in the museum. In this way, my dear student, we have seen material sources. Among the material sources, we have seen the important one is coins, and second important is museum. Now we have also seen the places of worships, which I told you, the temple, the churches, the mosque, the Buddha viharas, etc. Then we have seen the things in daily use, such as pots, such as articles, draperies, then kitchen instruments, articles, and plates and vessels. Sometimes the kings even used to have their golden plates, their crowns, their thrones were so very important. The royal seal were important. Their ornaments, which were used by those kings as well as the royal people. So their clothings, all these are preserved in the museums, and therefore museums are very very important sources of history. So through the coins and museums, we can learn quite many things. It is possible for us to write history with the help of such information gained from museum and coins. In the next part, we are going to study oral sources.